we have a blue Van Dan sighting. Wandering Jeepsy is looking for some land. And Mike is doing some gloom and doom again. This and more Nomad updates. Okay, let's start with Bunny. She's continuing her shuttle build. She went ahead and she put some carpet down, flooring. It's kind of like that AstroTurf stuff, but yeah, it's the green kind of turfy stuff. Because the shuttle bus floor, it's not that it's mucky and dirty, but it's kind of hard to get clean. She scrubbed it and brushes it and everything. So she decided to go with this and a little throw rugs here and there. She also went ahead and did a good cleaning and washed it inside and out and did all that good stuff. So she is still on the build. Hopefully she's on schedule and is ready to go when her 15 days is up. All right, now we have Lorries Way. She had a meetup. Looked like a pretty good little turnout. She always has little things that she throws, little potlucks and this and that, and always has a table of stuff to leave and take and all that good stuff. But yeah, Blue Van Dan was there amongst a whole bunch of other people. But yeah, she gave Dan hell. She said, dude, dude. If you get it, you get it. But anyway, she says she's always getting asked about Dan. Where's he at? How's he doing? What's he doing? And all this other stuff. So she tells him, make a damn video, Dan. So, yeah. So there you go. But at least we have proof of life. Blue Van Dan is still alive and kicking in quartzsite. Dee from Lady Bugout, she is shaking the winter blahs. That's right. She said she needs to do a reset. Some things in the van need reset. She said there's stuff that she does all the time, such as, make the bed, clean the counters, and clean out the sink and all that other stuff. But she said she needs a good reset. Open some things, get some airflow through, and get rid of this cold, wintry stuff. Go out, get some rays, some sunshine, and do all that good stuff, and get ready for spring, because I think we're all getting ready for that after this crazy winter. But I think we got some more wintry stuff on the horizon, so don't look forward to warm weather and blossoms just yet. We might get teased, but I think we're going to get some cold and some more yucky stuff on the back end. But anyway, Dee, go ahead. Get your reset on, girl. All right, Mindy from Ninth Element. Yeah, I haven't talked about her in a while. But yeah, she was traveling around. She had a little Honda Element. That's why her name is Ninth Element. But she rented a home, and now she's looking for her a forever home. That's right. She is. I'm looking. It's not in this not so great economical time, but she's out there looking. She wants a little tiny home in a nice little community where she can, spend the rest of her days, her time in her little forever home. And then she can still go ahead and travel and do what she wants to do. So yeah, we haven't heard from Mindy in a while, so I'm glad to see that she's back, and I'll follow her on her search. I know anyway. So, all right. Good luck, Mindy. Speaking of people on the hunt and on the look, Wandering Jeepsy, she is throwing in the towel. Well, not really throwing in the towel, but yeah, she's looking for land. She wants to do that, Arizona off-grid homesteader, whatever bullshit it is that everybody's doing. But yeah, so I guess she's going to go look for some land with some moon rocks, and hopefully she does a better job than who. But yeah, she is looking for land. So that's just one more of the many nomads that are getting off the road and looking towards that, off-grid homestead life. She said she still will travel, but she wants that home base, just like we see many others have done and are doing. So yeah, I think this living your vehicle full-time stuff is on a decline. More and more people are, not saying that it's going to go away, but more and more people are looking for that home base. Now, one person I don't think is going to be looking for land is that new channel I spoke about. She put out an interesting video. Pamela was it? She talks about different ways for older folks on a fixed income to acquire a van. Now, I thought it was pretty interesting stuff. She even mentioned some programs that I wasn't even aware of, so it was pretty informative. Now, I know some are going to say that that's not good advice and you shouldn't do this and you should always pay this and you should go in and well, not everybody has $20,000 or $30,000 to throw down on the table and pay for cash for anything, or even 10 grand for a used one that's worthwhile. But yeah, but it's interesting. She goes through a couple different scenarios in a couple different ways, and yes, one is to find something that you can go in and throw the money down. But yeah, I found it to be quite interesting and quite informative. And plus, I spoke about her a little while ago, so I thought I'd follow up and see what the young lady is doing. All right, we spoke a little bit about the homesteader, off-gridder, all bullshit, so we got to talk about our favorite one, right? Mikey, not Tater, Mikey. He's back on the gloom and doom. He made another gloom and doom video. He's annoyed at optimistic people. He says that, we all see the way the world is going, and we see the end is nigh. And he says you got to be gloomy and realistic. You don't look past anything, and don't be optimistic and happy. You got to be gloomy and doomy. Oh my goodness. It's just funny to me that doesn't he give all the glory to God all the time? Wouldn't God want him to be optimistic, be happy, live his life to the fullest, and have a good outlook that, hey, things are going to get better. Good will prevail over evil. No, not Mikey. Mikey is totally the opposite. He gives all glory, but nope, you got to be realistic. And you got to hang your head and just harp on it and let it eat your soul that things are getting expensive and you can't do this and you can't do that. Well, what are you going to do, Mike? What are you going to do about it besides sit in the desert and pout? That's about all you're going to do. You're just going to doom scroll into oblivion. Are you going to drive yourself insane and just die by 1,000 cuts? Because that's this is bad, that's bad, this is bad, this isn't going to change, this is going downhill, oh my goodness. or are you just going to be happy and just live until the big boom and the bottom drops out? just go with the flow. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to change it? Are you going to stop doing this? Are you going to stop doing that? You already moved off grid. You're not relying on anybody. So you should be happy. You should be gleeful. You should be kicking up your heels and giving all glory. But no, you're hanging your head and, people can't do this and I can't do this and what used to be. I mean, it's been going on forever. I remember when I was young, you listened to the old folks then. I remember when I had a quarter, I could get a loaf of bread and a gallon of milk and still had change. Now one little bag of groceries cost me $25 and yada. It was the same thing. Time goes on. Time marches on. And what does the next group do? I remember when I could get a bag of groceries for $25. Now, that one little bag of groceries is $70. Oh my goodness. I remember when gas was $1. I remember when, and now what? Now what goes on? I remember when. Yeah. It's just the way that things repeat itself over and over and over again. And again, yeah, it sucks, but what are you going to do about it? Are you going to go burn down a city? Are you going to march and you're going to go to the Capitol and beat on the door and demand change? No. Again, you already moved out to the desert where it's way better, right? So you should be blissful. You should be happy. You should be content. And you should be given all glory. Remember. But no, you're hanging your head and it's all gloom and doom. So don't just say you give all glory to God. Isn't he going to protect you and save you and make it all better? Isn't good going to triumph over evil? Well, then get your head out of the gloom and doom, Mikey. You're bringing us all down.
This is Blind Views, and that's how I see it.
What we do here is go back.